Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Java playlist. So today we are going to say the topic control flow statements. So it is the order in which an individual statement or instructions or function calls of the program which we write are executed. So we have different type of control flow statements in Java that are decision making statements, loop statements and jump statement. So decision making statements are the statement which control the execution of the statement based on some condition provided. If it is true, then the block of the code will be executed. So we are having if statement, if is statement, if is if ladder, nested if and switch statement. So if statement is the very basic simple statement, decision making statement, and it is used to decide whether a block of code should be executed based on the condition provided. So when the condition provided is true, then it will execute the body of if the condition provided is false, then it will just loop out of the if condition and execute the further code provided. So here we are having the syntax. So in the syntax we are having if keyword. It in the parameter we will provide the condition, and this is the block of the code of if condition. If it is true, then it will execute. Then we are having if is condition. So it is an extension of if condition, where if the condition is false, then it will execute the is block, or else it will execute the block of if when it is true. So when the condition is false, then it will just execute the body of if condition and the further code will be executed. Then we are having if is if ladder. So it is like if ladder consists of multiple is if statements. If when the if condition evaluate as false, then it will jump to the second statement, that is if condition. It will check until the is if conditions are executed. So when the if condition, the first if condition is true, then it will execute the statement. If it is false, then it will jump to the another condition, that is as if condition. It will execute till the last is if condition. If any of the conditions are not true, then it will execute the last block, that is block. So here we are having the syntax if, then we provide some condition and it will execute these statement if it is true, or else it will jump to the is if conditions. Like this it will execute. Then we are having nested if condition. It is contain if condition in another if statement. So here when we are getting some condition, if it is true, then we will jump into the block of if condition, where we will provide it with another if and else statement. So if condition is true, nested if condition is true, then it will execute the body of nested if. It is false, then it will execute the body of nested is condition. And if the first condition provided of if block is false, then it will execute the body of is condition, and then the further code will be executed. So let's see all this by doing some practical code in Eclipse software. Let's take one int variable and we will initialize some value to it. Now we will check the if statement. If we are providing some condition, if it is true, then it will execute the block of code. So let's see, like if number which we are providing, if number which we are providing is greater than 0, then it will print that the number is positive. Check if number is greater than 0. Save this, right click, and run as Java application. So the number is positive, it has executive block. If we give some another number like -10, then after this let's write some statement so they can get whether it is executing. Statement outside the if block. So since the number is less than 0, so it didn't execute the if block, and it executed the statement which is after the if block. Now we will see the is block. So is block execute when the condition of if is false. So system.out.println, the number provided is negative. The number is negative. Since the if block is not executed, the condition was false, so it jumps to is block and it will print the statement inside the if is conditions is block. Then we are having if and is ladder. So here, if the number is greater than 0, then we are providing positive. If the number is less than 0, then we are providing the negative. And if number is, let's see, if number is less than 0, then it will provide us negative. Then we are having last is block, where we will write system out. When both the condition are false, then it will print the is block. The number is 0. Let's make it as 0 and see. The number is 0 and the statement outside the if block is executed. If we provide the number as negative value, then it will execute the block is if. The number is negative. If the number is positive, then it will execute the if block. Now let's see nested if example. Let's take a variable and n is equal to some value. 24. So the syntax was if block, then is block. Inside if we are having another if condition and is condition. So let's give a condition where n is divisible by 2. N is divisible by 2 is equal to 0. Then the number is even. If it is even, then we will give another condition, that is n is divisible by some another value, like 6. If it is equal to 0, then we will print the if condition. System.out.println. Okay, we will provide the system. The number is even. And here we will write n divisible by 6. If it is divisible by 6, then it will print that it is divisible by 6, or it will execute the is block, that is system.out.println. Here we will print that it is not divisible by 6. If the number is not even, then that number will be odd. So here we will print system.out.println. Here also we can provide if and is condition in the is block. So let's take that. That's like n is divisible by 3 is equal to 0, then we will print something. System.out and divisible by 3. Or else we will print the is block if it is not divisible by 3. And not divisible by 3. So here we are checking if n is divisible by 2, that means that number is even number. And if it's even number, then we are checking whether that number is divisible by 6. If it is divisible by 6, then the if block will be executed and print that it is divisible by 6. If it is not divisible by 6, then it will print the is block. If it is not an even number, that is, it is not divisible by 2, then it will print the is block, that is, that number is odd. And if that number is odd, then we are checking whether that number is divisible by 3. If it is divisible by 3, then we will print the if block, or else we will print the is block. So let's run and say this program. See, so the number provided is even and it is divisible by 6. So it has executed the block if condition, and then it went to the outside the program, like outside the if block, is block, it is printing the further code. So yeah, that's all about the decision making statements. We are left with switch statement. We will check that in the next video. So if you like this content and if you want me to make more videos like this, then hit that like button and share it with your friends. Stay tuned until next time.